Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Cougars have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming, and the opening of the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates. Counting on him. They loved him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back to pass, it's Ward. A strike downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Marshall quick to the line.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get... Touchdown, Marshall! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Smacks it with the stiff arm. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Washington State Cougars offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly.
Turns on the Jets! And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Potter. Swings it out to his running back. There he goes! And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wazoo! Looking for the tie with the extra point. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Let's talk for a second about Marshall. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The lone back's got it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here's the handoff. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He'll do it himself. Oh, it's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Ward. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads quickly. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Washington State. 14 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 Washington
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning on the Jets. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Dropping back, it's Potter. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The play action fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right.
Wide open spaces. There he goes. At the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. He finds a dead spot in the middle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Thundering Herd faces a third and short. Rides the back and leaves it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Ward. Rushes on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. Washington State lines up quickly. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Ward. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. Here's a heat. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the right side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's White. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. One more snap coming before halftime. He might want another play. To throw, it's Potter. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. 2nd half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wood. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
The Cougars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Firing to the right, complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. And some room to work. Got enough for the first. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Washington State ready to go with another first down. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Washington State going quickly.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Looking for space. It's Blue. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Ward. Finds the tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Blue. Oh, he got loose. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Quickly to the tight end. He's loose. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done right.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. That is no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Quarterback moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to set up the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Potter. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marshall. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Washington State lines up quickly. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They're setting up the screen. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down. And the Cougars started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Oh, they're after him.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Off the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I always think the best offenses are the ones that can run the football efficiently down by the goal line. It's hard to throw it down here. It's hard, especially if you can't protect your quarterback. And this offense now, 2 straight plays is going backwards.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Touchdown, Cougars. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. This freshman quarterback has shown no signs of youth so far today. And the QB has more than had his weight as lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah,
and the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. To the air, it's Ward. Fires to the big fella. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Marshall will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in at the 40. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Touch pass on the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Washington State.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with a big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Ward. Got his man quickly. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman, Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see, the Stallions taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stallions offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
He's got him. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my...
Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Stallions have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Floats it out in space. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll send out the kicker here. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Westbrook. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So Washington State's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's...
It's a running room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Potter. Makes the grab, it's Marshall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Offense getting set for 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Under fire. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Just keep slinging it. Safe completion on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, a lot of space. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Snap from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's McGowan. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Stallions.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Grabbed over the middle, it's Robinson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Back to throw, it's Potter. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Stallions send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Finds his man. It's Williams. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes a connection. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Stallions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Running back searching for a hole. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Stallions need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's McGowan. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. And the Stallions have this offense rolling. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball is coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire right when the ball snaps it.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He won't get there, it'll bring up 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs.
Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw, it's Potter. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got a little space. They'll immediately call timeout.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run.
It's a seam wide open. He's up to 51 yards on the ground. A very productive 1st half here in the season opener. The give on the option. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The give out of the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Stallions come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He slides that just inside the right upright. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Marshall. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman.
And the Stallions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll open the second half on the ground.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on fourth down. He's in open space downfield. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Potter. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Quick with the... Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got his man. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Stallions will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. QB draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Potter. He's got his man across the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it...
Grabs it inside the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Washington State going quickly. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bow it up, stuffing the run.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Finds a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Creates a little room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Wazoo! And that one will give him the lead.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
16. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's McGowan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Give to the running back. Slithers into space. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown Stallions. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Touchdown
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Potter. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Snagged out of the air. Wide open spaces. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Stallions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Fights off a defender. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Snap it to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll try the run. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't.
Lofts one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Wants to throw. It's Potter. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Brings it in down the left side. There he goes. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougars. The extra point here will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it. Running into the open space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Stallions come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Works the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Bringing the heat. On target to the left. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Snagged in the middle. It's McGowan. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Here's a throw downfield late. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. And it slips just inside that right upright. And guys, they've taken the lead, and now the stage is set for the end of this one. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Wants to go up top on first down. Sets up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They'll move the tight end. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
Okay, ready? If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Well, and they're running the football over to the right-hand side, and obviously that's where the kicker wants this thing. He told his head coach, get me on the right hash. I can draw this thing on the kick. It's the angle I want to go and win this game.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze.
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cougars offense will get the first swing of the game. Washington, as it so often has over the years, dominated the last time they saw the Cougars.
That was a statement win for Washington. We now play in the Big Ten. Washington State, you do not. And they wanted to put everybody on notice. They blew out the Cougars.
And that's just not fun if you're a Washington State fan. You've seen Washington win this over and over again. They go to a bigger and better conference. You're left behind. You at least want to get the apple. Last year you didn't. This year you got to bite at the apple.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Secures it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. So Washington's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often.
It's a running room. Lowers those pads. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in. It's Lawson. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And they'll blow this one dead at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires complete on the crosser. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Now the play fake. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Wants to throw again. Gets away. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Play number 9 on this drive. On 3rd down, going up top. They get to him as he throws. And the third down pass is incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Potter. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup. And here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years. But this rivalry...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Off play action on first down. It's caught. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Cougars will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Back to pass, it's Potter. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing it as zone defense over the middle of the field, ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Offense gets set for second down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is...
And the Pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the run, it's Valentine. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to run for it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm on the defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Just trying to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
They're going to mark this one at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lawson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lawson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try the right side. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. On the ground, it's Robinson. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Might be calling a hot route. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has was enough to move the chains. Washington State going back to work on first down. Here's a heat. Finds his man down the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. From the gun. Give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down, all out of space. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Valentine. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. 1st down here for the offense. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Leaves it with the back. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking for a man, it's Potter. Setting up the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Here's the pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now from inside the red zone. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He's got it! Touchdown, Washington! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And it's go time. You need a play late, and the big tight end comes through for you. You find him, he does the rest, catches the football, gets in for the touchdown, and now you take the lead.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass. It's Potter. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And the Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The Huskies had that dog in them in this one, taking down the Cougs for the Apple Cup and the Governor's Trophy. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.